Naruto 643 chapter review. Yes, my first review, but enough about me. Let's get into the chapter. Overall, I thought this was a decent chapter, above average chapter, pretty good. Overall, it made me laugh a little bit. It's a pretty funny chapter. Though, among many things, this chapter, man, it had a lot of humor. Not straight up humor, but just like humor from the way things went. And I'll talk about that later, though. Let's just get started. The chapter starts out with Minato talking to the fox, which just from the get-go, it was just kind of a little funny to me. Last chapter, they kind of portrayed the fox as like the scary creature, and then all you see is Minato talking to the fox like they were frat bros in college, man. Like, they're talking all chummy and stuff, so it's kind of funny, because if you look back to last chapter, the last few pages, it was like this dark figure, whoo, the dark part of the fox. No, just normal. So, after they do their little frat boy thing, the fox starts commending Minato on Naruto, and Minato's like, yeah. He didn't really say much, I guess, because, like, I guess he felt bad about, locking a demon in his son, but, let's not judge. We're secretly judging him. Just all around this chapter, compliments to Naruto, man. Must be a spirit raiser for this chapter. The fox, his dad, and even Sasuke and the second Hokage kind of like, whoa, this guy's good. Which was good because, you don't see that too much. Well, earlier on more so, now he's getting more credit, but earlier on Naruto didn't get much credit, but let's continue. So after Naruto's little praise session, you see Obito kind of just on the floor. Funny as well. He's just kind of like on the floor. You see the injury in his back from the senjutsu that Naruto used last chapter. Obito this chapter, man, he's like Trader Red, man. This guy's a Pokemon master, like this chapter. I'll get into that later, but yeah, basically he's just on the floor, and he's just getting up, just shocked, like, what the hell, man? Oh God, you can't do that to me. You could tell he's pissed. Like, he starts retaliating, he heals himself, uses his full restore. Yep, there goes the Pokemon again, right? Uses his full restore, and gets back up, and, like, upgrades the defense on his back, because that's where Naruto hit him, and even second Hokage was like, it's gonna be very, very hard to hit him from the back now. You might want to just avoid that area overall, because he's gonna be paying a lot more attention. When Obito gets up, he seems to me like kind of surprised, but not really surprised. If you get that, I know that may be a little confusing, but you seem shocked, but not shocked. Anyways, because, like, he gets up and he kind of just, like, says to himself, like, oh, I guess I can't use Kamui, like, basically, Kamui, the, thing where he just can, like, switch dimensions, so no escape rope for you today. And then we're back to Naruto, where, yeah, they're just having a conversation, basically, about, like, the senjutsu, and, like, things that should be able to affect him, and, like, you could tell, like I said earlier, Sasuke and the second seem impressed with him. Like, he even compared him to the first, which was good. In my mind, I was just thinking of that Obama meme. You guys ever seen that? Like, the not bad, the not bad one. That's what came to my mind, at least. But yeah, back to what I was saying about Obito being like a Pokemon master. Like, this chapter is just like ongoing Pokemon things coming to my mind with this chapter, like with the whole senjutsu, super effective against senjutsu thing. Reminds me of that whole dragon type thing, but we could talk about that some other time. So at this point, we see Obito just like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna use my Tsukiyomi, just finish them off, played it long enough. Madara's not the only one that could have fun like that. So he just decides to use his Tsukiyomi and summons his his monster things, which look like Volplumes. There we go with the Pokemon again. He summons 4 of them, and it's kind of funny to me, because at this point, when 4 of them are summoned, the Shinobi Alliance basically is shitting their pants. Yeah, basically shitting their pants. And I find it funny, like, while he's doing all this, like, Obito has some wild mood swings, like, I don't know, maybe some bipolar disorder, but as he's summoning these Volplumes from his Master Balls, because he's a Pokemon Master, as I mentioned before, he just kind of tried to persuade everyone to join his little emo crew. He's just like, blah blah blah, there's no point of world, blah blah blah, there's no point of life. And everyone's just kind of like, okay, we get your email. Except Sasuke, he's just like, I'm in. But yeah. So after the alliance changes their pants, gets a fresh pair of undies, we see Shikamaru, and he seems to be the one thinking here. The alliance said from before that their rock thing that they did before, I forgot the name for it. It's like Doton something or something like that. Their rock little formation thing basically wouldn't do crap against these four giant Pokemon, and basically that, yeah, they were screwed. Yeah, so we go back to Tobirama and Minato and like that little group with Naruto there, and just basically Tobirama's talking that a good way to handle them would be to teleport them away. So basically he said that he could take one and that Minato should be able to take one as well. So basically their plan at this point were to teleport them away. Then we get the page with everyone's favorite rivals, Hashirama and Madara. Their little battle still going on. I have to wonder, how far are they away from everyone else? Because they seem to be doing some earth-shattering jutsus here, man. These things are huge. Like, where are they battling? And also, like, where are they teleport? Like, if they were going to teleport the whatever things he summoned Volplooms, like, where would he teleport them? Ichiraku's ramen shop? Today's been a quiet day at work. So peaceful. What the f— Yeah, I would just not want to be in the place where they're just being, like, teleported to. They must have a little teleportation spot where all the teleported things are just partying, you know, drinking some juice and stuff, having some fun. Moving on, though. Madara, man, anytime he sees Hashirama, man, he gets hyper, like he just drank a Red Bull, like just chugged it straight. Not even one, like 2 Red Bulls, man. Crazy stuff. He is like, he's pumped. Hashirama's still thinking levelly, seeing these things summoned from the distance. Like, okay, maybe we should just move over to ensure both of our safeties, right? Because Hashirama's still thinking of both of them at this point for whatever reason. And Madara's kind of just like, nah, I don't care. I'm already dead, bitch. So basically, he just doesn't really care. He just wants to fight and fight and fight and fight and fight and fight. As I'm looking at the panels, I'm seeing like Madara's face, right? Like, am I the only one noticing how truly happy this guy looks? Like, not even just happy, he looks like slightly aroused. Jeez, Madara, man, cool it. Moving on though, back to the clone of Hashirama that's near Naruto and the rest of Nko. He basically says that he could use his wood style like forest jutsu thing to direct the Biju bombs that these Volplooms are like creating right now. And you know, to me, it sounds like, okay, Hashirama, he should be able to do it. Sounds like a good idea. And then Obito, the Killjoy, just, no. That's not happening. I'm going to destroy you all with my Biju bombs. I'm going to spam you, and there's nothing you can do. You're all out of substitutions. Storm Joe. So Obito then proceeds to send his chakra rods to create a barrier. These guys are Hokages. They couldn't have like told had destroyed them. Come on, you have 2 people that could use teleportation move. So after Obito uses mean look and prevents them all from escaping, Tobirama goes back to the drawing board and it's just like, okay, so now the only way we could actually do this is to teleport them out. So this would be where 4th and 2nd would really shine with their Thunder God technique, right? But the thing about it is they could only take 2 out of the 4, and the 2 left would be still like a lot to deal with. I'm kind of thinking, man, like these 2 are trying really hard as the whole Shinobi Alliance basically rendered useless, just chilling on the bleachers, you know, cheering everyone on. And where's Sarutobi? Where's 3rd Hokage? Did he fall? And is he unable to get up now? Does he need one of those clicker thingies that alert you when that happens? I don't know, man. Just on a serious note, like, where's this guy been? Anyway, so Minato basically says that he can't handle any more than 1 because he can't create his markings. Maybe it has to do with his hand. I'm not sure exactly why. I would think that he might be able to take more than 1, but like we just don't really know at this point, right? it's kind of funny because Obito's just kind of clowning them like this whole chapter. Like as they're trying to figure out their plot, he's just like, no, 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 no escape. Our star of this chapter, our star of the series, Naruto, comes up with an idea that if he fist bumped his dad, some epic crap would happen. I don't know where he got that idea from. Maybe watching a little bit too much rap videos. It's just kind of funny to me that, you know, they're stuck life in that situation. He's like, hey dad, let's fist bump. Yeah, that should fix everything. It did. It had some sort of effect that basically allowed the two Kurumas to communicate, which was kind of funny. It was kind of a mindfuck, right? It was like he was talking to himself, asking himself for power, and it was like, technically, if he ever said anything to himself while in Naruto's body, wasn't he talking to the other one as well? Or was it that they were completely split up, so now it's basically just two of the same things in two different bodies? Or were they bonded somehow? I don't know. Like, these are things that are probably going to be answered later, but yeah. So, Naruto's Kuruma asked for powers from the other Kuruma, you know, the alternate clothing Kuruma, the darker one, I guess. And yeah, it's basically epic from here. Obito goes into his emo rants again, starts being emo, God, he really likes punking off Fourth Hokage, man. He loves it. That's his thing, man. He's just talking to Naruto like, yeah, man, your dad's kind of a waste man. Your mom died, stored a demon in you. His subordinate's the ultimate evil. Yeah, your dad's kind of a loser. And once again, Naruto just epicness. Burst into Biju mode. It's funny though, something about this too. He's talking about how tomorrow is the day, like the anniversary that this whole fiasco with the Nine Tails happened, aka Naruto's birthday. Ironically enough, the savior would be born on the day of the ultimate tragedy. Yeah, so he goes into Biju mode, not chakra mode, Biju mode, like the one where he looks even more like the Sage of Six Paths. And yeah, Minato seems to being like still in chakra mode. Like, I thought that he possibly could have turned into Biju mode, but no, he appears to still be in chakra mode if I'm correct. So yeah, it was interesting. So I think basically yeah, I think he just lent some of his power to Naruto because Naruto is probably exhausted. But yeah, I'm hoping to see Naruto kick some butt in Biju form right now. It's looking good. But isn't it kind of useless because nothing affects him but Senjutsu, right? So what would be the point of going into Biju mode? That's my question. Like, pretty awesome way to end the chapter. Questions in my mind though. Where are the Kages that were healed by Orochimaru, and where are the Sannin? Are they with the third, possibly? Are they all walking Baywatch speed to this war, like taking their sweet slow-mo time? So we'll have to find out in the next chapters. So yeah, overall, I'd give this chapter like a 3 3/4, maybe a generous 4 out of 5, 8 out of 10, basically. So yeah, I would have liked to seen like a little bit more actions. Just some things like the whole Fox and Minato and Fox thing just didn't really make too much sense. Like, it's justifiable, but like a little bit of a stretch to me. So that's why I kind of rated it that. Comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Obito for Pokemon X and Y, I guess. He's been the freaking Pokemon master this episode. Setting up Pokemon like like Ash Ketchum himself, man. But yeah, if you want to see more, thanks for watching this video. This was my first one. Hope to do some more. Try and get these videos out as early as possible. This one's late, I know. I didn't know the chapter came out early this week because it was on break last week. I thought it would have came out normal time this week, but it came out early. But it's okay, we're good. So I'll catch you guys later. Out.